G'day guys and girls, welcome back to Sidequest Gaming, where we take a look at both old games and new to try and uncover some of those little hidden gems you might want to give a crack and try out for yourself. Today we're taking a look at a title called Dungeon of the Endless, which is set in the Endless universe, which, you know, there's a whole bunch of 4X games, strategy games, things like that in this space. But Dungeon of the Endless is a really unique title. It's one that honestly, there's nothing quite like it out there. It does have co-op, and it's a fantastic co-op game, and it's a bit of almost like a almost a roguelike cross between a dungeon crawler and a tower defense in a really interesting way. And we're going to dive in for about 20 to 30 minutes of gameplay, see what you think. As always, I'm going to give it a bit of a wrap up of my thoughts, feelings and impressions at the end of the game, and you can make a decision for yourself as to whether this might be one that you want to try out for yourself. Let's dive in with a new game. Alright, this is our drop pod. Now, our escape pod, as you unlock different parts of the game, you can get different sorts of escape pods that give you different options that you can kind of start out with. You can see, for example, we can start with the armory pod if we want. That gives us 4 heroes to start with. Infirmary, or we can just start with our normal escape pod. We'll start with the standard one, and we pick 2 heroes to begin with. You can see there's a big roster of heroes that unlock throughout the game down the bottom, some even from Team Fortress down the bottom here too. But let's just go with a little pistol dude, and we will go with a sword dude. You can see each of them have different stats along the side here. They have health, they have speed, they have a bonus when they're manipulating or repairing a module. Look, we'll just go with those standard ones to begin with, and let's start. We'll dive on in. Quite the impressive crash landing. Okay, this is the start. This is our little, we're going to skip the tutorial here. This is our crystal. We will need to get our crystal to the end of the map. That's going to be our kind of goal. We've got our 2 little characters here. We are going to go and open up this door. Whenever we open a room, we progress the kind of timer to when the mission will finish. So we just got a box in this room. Now, we don't actually move around within the room. We just kind of stay in the room, the space. We also got some dust. That was that yellow glowy stuff that appeared. Our resources are at the top here. We have 5 industry. We have 4 science, we have 4, income, we have 5 coming in and 23. 4 science, 4 food, and 14 there. Food is what we primarily use to upgrade our, to level up our characters. And we have dust. Dust is kind of like the magic currency in the Endless universe. Now, there is a node here, but it's unpowered, so we can't build anything. Or can we build something? Let's have a look. Down here, we've got our different buildings we can build. So we can build modules, we can build defensive structures, and we can build towers that will destroy things. So the first thing we're probably going to want to do is start getting some industry modules. Can we? Yes, we can. Okay. So that module is C up here. We spent some to build it, but now we've increased the turn tick up to 8. Now, each turn is when we open a door. So that when we open a door, that's when these numbers will tick on up. So we can go left or right. Which way do we want to go? We are going to go left first. Let's head on over here. Okay, we are in combat with a dude in here. We see we had our sword dude and our gun dude. We also have an ability up here that we can use when we need to. Alright, so what do we want to get? Do we want to get... We don't have enough money for any new modules. That's unfortunate. Let's head on over to open up this other door. We will get enough to hopefully get another module from here. Get in there, and they're just auto-battling away, which is the way they work in this context, okay? Still not enough to build a new module. How frustrating. Okay, can we upgrade that? We cannot upgrade that. We found a new item. Let's go into our inventory. Oh, I should have equipped this before. We have Restrainer, which is a max HP jacket. So let's open up my guy and let's equip that to him. So our sword boy now has a bit of extra HP, which will be good because he's kind of tanking for us. Okay, let's grab both our guys. We'll go left again. Opens up into a bit of a wider corridor here. Got a chest. What did we get? Let's see. We got a dehydrated water. Unlocks extenders. Item saved for the next floor. Okay. Now we've got enough to build another industry generator. We're going to do that because I feel like we just really need to be getting some more industry to then unlock things. Now your resources do carry over between levels as well. In we go. Oh, another chest. Nice. Uh-oh, we're getting attacked. And they are coming down to destroy our stuff. So we got to run on down here because they are... Ultimately, this is the tower defense element. They're trying to destroy our crystal, which is our power source. And they will destroy our generators too. Uh-oh. We are taking dust damage. Okay. Now is a good time to panic. Awesome, we survived. That was a just thing though. They came from the right-hand side. And so this is where we could be building down some little... low damage to enemies in the... We'll put down one over here, a little defensive tower to kind of slow dudes down a little bit. Now, did we get something in our inventory before? We did. We got quick draw. How's that work? Alright, so it's a gun that definitely wants to go on our boy over here. Nice. What does this do? Unlocks extenders. What are extenders? So, I don't know what they are, but... Is that an ability here? Extenders. Heroes in the floor, heal costs 10 less. Okay. Right, we probably want that on our tank. Yep. Cool. Alright, do we want to... We might go over to the right, I reckon. Now, we can leave one dude in an area just to kind of be a defensive guy if we want. Let's do business. This is much more than an investment. Okay, what can we do here? We can buy or sell things from him. These are SMGs, and this is a manual that unlocks team spirit and gives 5 defense. We don't have the food for the manual, and we don't really want to sell anything to the merchant at this stage. Can we build anything else? Nothing of significance there. Let's head up this way. Okay, another chest. What do we get? A 6-gun. Okay. That looks like definitely a better pistol than what we are rocking. Which was a faster cooldown, but yeah. There we go. So we could sell that other gun to our merchant if we so desire at some point. What do we got up here? Okay, bit of a battle. Okay, we got to get back here. We've got incoming. See, that's our little turret doing its job. Nice. It's actually managed to do a fair bit. We need to get in here. Nice. We're going to make this our point for our stand. Now, when we get to the end of a round, what will happen is we'll need to actually get this crystal through to the exit point as there's endless waves of dudes that come at us. We survived that. Nice. We do have enough money to buy another module. What do we want? We probably need to start getting some food ticking up, don't we? Let's put in a couple little defensive turrets here. Because in theory, if we get our food going, because we can level these guys up with some of our food, which would not be the worst idea. Maybe we'll level up our sword guy, just have a bit more passive defense on him. Yeah, nice. He's now level 2. Okay, nothing more in this room. Did I not have them both selected? I did not. Let's get them down here. And let's go through this door. Another chest. What did we get? We got prison uniform. Okay, I guess our shooty guy is going to be a prisoner. All right. Back over here. Make sure I've got them both selected. Gonna hotkey them into a group so I don't keep misclicking them. Up through this door. Resources are ticking up. Nice. What is the... Oh, okay. We are under attack. Our little cannons are doing quite the job in here, which is nice. We do have enough for... What does that say? We don't have any signs, which is unfortunate, but... I think maybe we do sell our 6-shooter, our quick draw, sell that, get a bit of extra. And then maybe what we'll use that for is to level up our pistolier. Nice. Up we go, up here, through this door. Last door of the dungeon has been opened. Okay, this is where we need to escape to. Right, now, what we are going to need to do is we're going to need to go grab this and run the whole way back. So, this boy is going to grab this and he's going to go very slowly. That's why I've put it on the faster guy. And we now need to try and get the whole way up here while being under attack. Research. Ooh, I should have done that earlier. Okay, we have made it right up to the end and we go exit. And so basically we go down this massive elevator, or up the elevator. So we're now on floor 2. And this is how we're trying to get up to get out of the hole that we've crash landed into. Each level gets progressively more challenging, so we are going to continue to the next floor. Alright, and we start again. And you see we retain our resources from the previous floor, but obviously none of the buildings. So we head on in here, and our first step from my mind is going to be to create a industry generator, because we need more of that to build more things. In we go. We're in a battle here. We're going to make another industry generator over here. And then we're going to head up this way. Just clear this area out a bit. Okay, what is this? Covered in dust, activating it may bring wealth or death. Okay, well, that's a concerning choice to make. But it is 30, so we just got the 30 to allow us to activate it. We'll do that in a second. The green buttons up there are to heal. We can spend food to heal them in progress. Let's activate. I'm not sure what we got there, but it did spend all of our industry, unfortunately. Okay, more dust. Uh-oh, shit. Problem. I should have prepared for this. Okay, send him there. Okay, I think we're okay. But I do need to start getting up. Oh, I'm nearly dead. Okay, we spent a little bit of food to heal. We lost some dust in the process. So we are losing out on resources by that happening. What do we want to do here? We definitely want another generator of something, but we do not have the resources yet. Now, as we progress through the dungeon, we do unlock further tiers of upgrades that we can use, which are quite great. So they will do stuff like let us get a tier 2 industry generator, for example. It'll cost a little bit more, but generate more per tick. Let's go through here. I just put down 2 more of those little turrets to just kind of help slow things down if we're getting wailed on. There is quite a lot of guys here, actually. Whoa! Oh no, we lost a guy. Oh, that is a problem. Let the tears flow. So we got an ability. Bugger. So round 2 and I'm dead, right? So that's basically the core gameplay loop. So let's head back to a new run. We are going to go for a different pod this time. And we will select a range of different guys. We will grab a... oh, and these 2 are going to be random, are they? Okay, fair enough. I might get rid of the sword guy. Grab a spearman. And maybe we'll get rid of the pistolier and have a machine gun dude. And then we'll get 2 randoms and see what the deal is. Alright, got all our boys here. We got the 2 Team Fortress guys, okay. Out we go. Let's see what we have. Alright, bit of loot. We got a rapier. I don't believe I've got any sword boys, so... Ooh! I got a lot in my inventory though, don't I? Let's equip that. Let's equip a toothpick there. And this is a result of just the way that the game started there. When leaving a floor. Okay. Oh, we actually can put on a better rapier. I would have thought he would have had a... I did not think he would have a spear as his weapon. That seems random. Okay, so we've only got 1 range guy by the look of it. But that is a-okay. Let's build... Oh, we don't have the ability researched yet to build industry generators, just food. So this build that we've kind of picked because of the pods, very much about upgrading our heroes and just focusing on them. Alright, what did we get here? Okay, 8 industry, nice. Let's build another food replicator. Get a bit more ticking in. Okay, what do we got here? Quick draw added to our inventory. Okay, we don't really need that. That's okay. Righto. Smash through that. We probably want... Who should we be upgrading first? Maybe our machine gun guy. Let's level him up. Just to kind of get a bit more damage out. Okay, what did we get there? We got some used chitin. Let's put that on. Well, our spear guy's probably... Yeah, let's just put it on him. Continue on through. See if we wind up with a... We're about at the time where we should be getting a battle soon. There we go. We need to get all... We're just going to run past these ones all the way down to here. Nice. And then we'll take the fight. Oh, hello. No, do not destroy our crystal thing. Okay. Bit more food coming in. That is nice. Not enough for another replicator yet. Let's open up this door. See what's going on here. Now, it is worth noting that you do have to be a bit careful that some of the things that you unlock in the rooms, like the buildings, like this one here, is a research-based building. So this, for example, would let me analyze and start building those in future floors, right? Any of these I can use. But I need the research for it, and it requires a certain number of doors to activate. What that means is that if you are unlocking it right at the end of a run, you're not going to actually finish the resource before you leave, and that can be really frustrating when that happens. Okay, merchant. We can buy a 6-gun, we can buy a toothpick and a t-shirt. Okay, we should probably sell all of this, right? And interestingly, we're selling it for research. Okay, cool. So to show that example of what I meant before, if we go over here, we could unlock one of... I don't really want any of these though. I'm going to risk it, and I'm going to reset the researchers. Oh no, still not great. We're going to go for an auto dock that's going to be a healer. Like, it's kind of like a little turret that we can put in our base that will heal us, which is great. Let's just open that to tick it up a turn and make a shortcut back to base. Up we go here. We should probably use the industry to get another food generator, but I actually think I'm going to hold off on that because I feel like we're getting close to the level, and I'd like to start the next one with as much industry as we can get. Okay, auto dock shards unlocked. Oh no, here we go. We've got to run back. Go all the way. Now, the merchant can battle, I believe. He can also get killed. Alright, so some of my guys took a bit of a scuff in there, but that's alright. He's got his little dog that's cute as hell. So what did we get there? We got auto dock shards? What are they? Not sure. Oh, that wasn't... Okay, the auto dock shards wasn't the room unlocking. That was my research completing. Maybe we'll check the research to see whether there's any further research we can do. Did it... No, a dust field generator. No. Let's see about this one up here. More dust. Oh, that's it. That's the escape room. Okay. So we found the final room in the dungeon that we can get up to. That's okay. Now we're going to open up this one. This is the last floor. And whoop, we've got an attack incoming. We've got to get all the way back here ASAP. We're just going to run past them, take a bit of a hit on the way. Because we got to get some protection at our core. There we go. Get these guys in. Get him out. Okay. Definitely needing a bit of an upgrade on my guys, because they are absolutely weak as anything. But let's grab our core and we're going to go as a team. So we will take this guy to carry. Carry away, sir. I am concerned we might level up both these guys slightly. And we're just going to send the scientists the whole way up there. Got the whole crew in there wailing out the damage that they can. And we're gonna make it quite easily, I think. And then the moment we get there, hit the exit button, out we go. Nice. Alright, continue. Floor 2. Okay. Let's see what's out here. First spot, get some more dust. And let's put down a food processor as per our normal plan. Now we should probably level this guy as well. Now they're getting active abilities that we can use too. So we can, for example, when I have him selected now, he can actually use his ability to heal all my heroes in the room, which is pretty cool. pretty useful too. So, okay. Got him to level 3, and let's head through this door on the right. So what do I think of this game as we kind of continue through it? I really enjoy it. I think it's a surprisingly intriguing, surprisingly repetitive little roguelite that has a lot of playability in it. It's actually really fun in co-op as well, so don't undersell it for that purpose. It's definitely worth giving a shot if you're looking for something to play with a friend. It's just nothing quite like it. I really enjoy the little combination of kind of tower defense resource management alongside this like RPG element. It is very quick in the way in which you die. Like, it's quite punishing and brutal as you get to the later levels. As we've seen, I already died on the second level, so you know, doesn't take much if you're not really thinking through what you're trying to do and kind of playing to the strengths of your build. Like, as it stands here, I'm actually I just lost that generator there, which is a huge loss, and it can be quite punishing in that regard, where you know, you just kind of fall a bit behind the difficulty curve by losing a few things each round, and then it's very hard to kind of claw your way back, because that was 2 generators gone, so that's a lot of wasted industry and resource. I think it's quite cute little graphics. It's if you've played a lot of the Endless games before, you'll be very familiar with the world and the kind of universe as a whole, and I think that actually speaks to its benefits to the whole game, because I think that quite often it's a case that the Endless games are these overarching strategy games, which are really quite good, but it's just another take in that same universe, and I think that's quite cool. I really enjoy it. All in all, it's quite a neat little package, and if you can find it on sale, which it regularly is, you know, like it is quite heavily discounted quite regularly, definitely worth a pick up and a look at. It's one of those ones that's very easy to pass over because it doesn't match the other games in the universe. It doesn't seem to fit all the other things that are going on, and as I said, there aren't many co-op games out there that are of a similar sort of nature that you might want to look at. And you can a solid run can go for a couple of hours and get incredibly stressful as you progress through the levels. So definitely got a recommendation from me. Anyway, this has been Sidequest Gaming. Thank you so much for spending the time for me. This is Dungeon of the Endless. Quite a neat little package. Definitely worth a look at if you're interested in this type of game. As always, trying to release a video every day, so like, subscribe so you don't miss any of my content. If you have any recommendations you'd like to see me take a look at, or any feedback, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Let's chat about the games. As always, have an amazing day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.